What's the most important room in the house? The bedroom? Maybe the kitchen? The bathroom? Oh, that one's pretty important. Well, a study just conducted by my dog and I revealed that it's actually the game room. I've wanted my own office/game room for so long. The idea of not having a super furnace computer sitting 3 feet from my bed sounds amazing. However, I'm balling on a budget, which limits my options a lot. Plus, I want my girlfriend Araya to be able to play games with me, which means I need a 2-person desk. So I need to build out this room for as cheap as possible, or I won't be able to buy Gojo any more toys. Oh no, so sad. Look at him, he's so sad. Once I build it, I have to find out whether or not Araya likes video games or not. Shouldn't you have done that before? Shouldn't you already know that? Why don't you just ask? Let's start with the desk. These desks are actually a little expensive and they're not long enough. I feel like I need to get a desk that's at least 10 foot long so that way 2 people can fit. I'm going to build the world's first 10-foot desk. But I've also never built anything that didn't come out of a box with instructions. So my plan is get 4 10-foot boards and glue them together. Or I can put some small pieces of wood underneath and screw them together. Right? Now for the legs, I settled on IKEA drawers because that's what all the cool game rooms use, so I was like, why not? But I noticed they're $99 per drawer. I need at least 3 for a 10-foot desk. So after a month of research on Amazon, I went back to IKEA and then noticed that they have a drawer that's the same size and half the price. So I bought 3. Then I purchased the wood and went over to my dad's shop to get some help. We're here at workshop and we've got the wood. I actually bought an extra piece, so it's slightly longer than 2 feet. And we had some Home Depot points that we were able to use. So all of the wood, and we're going to use linseed oil, which I'll show you, was $100. So really, really good considering we bought the 3 IKEA drawers for $50. So budget's looking really solid. And we tested 2 different oils to see which one. I'm kind of leaning the lighter one, but I'll show you. Okay, so the linseed oil is the lighter colored one, which I think I'm going for. And then the teak oil is a slightly darker one. And the reason I want to go with the lighter one is because this is kind of dirty, but I think on the white, it'll look a little better. That's the plan. We tried holding the planks together, but as it turns out, wood is pretty much never perfectly straight. So we had to get these really big clamps and hold them in place so that we could screw the boards to the bottom. Once we did that, I found out that pretty much never is all the wood the same length, even when advertised as the same length. So we cut a tiny bit off of each edge so that way they would be even. What do you think about that? Can you believe that? Finally, it was time to oil it. I thought about staining it or painting it, mainly because that was the only 2 options I knew of, but my dad said that when he did a woodworking class in high school, they used oil. So he said it really brings out the grain, makes it kind of look like it's like a little bit wet. While the oil was drying, I went to my house and picked up the IKEA drawers that the desk is going to sit on top of, and they are heavy. So we'll have to see how hard it is to put these together, but we're gonna test it out and see how it looks. I think we got to do another coat of the seed oil too, so we'll do that as well. After doing 1 coat, I noticed it looked pretty good, but there was a few spots that were splotchy, which is probably user error, but I went ahead and did another coat as well. Back to Paxton, if you could grab me a pencil. Thanks. Now it was time to build the IKEA furniture. I've heard that this will tear families apart, so I was a little concerned before starting, but I went ahead and just pulled out the instructions and started working on it. It actually really wasn't that bad. That's a present if I've ever seen one. Until I got to the hinges. Which freaking unlabeled screw that is of these. Big announcement reveal. I did it upside down.
Oh.
Boom. Boom. I'm done. 2 more to go though.
I was gonna say with 1.
IKEA, you're right, it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible to build. And I can tell you why. And it's because you can adjust this door so that it goes further in, further over, and up and down. And you're like, whoa, that's cool. No, just make it fit. Why did I have to do that? I gotta figure out how to get this stupid. It's not flush. Oh, good. That's gonna help. Ooh, that's what I needed right there. And turn around.
Oh, wow. Is this the desk?
Yeah. But after that, I put the other two together pretty quickly because I figured out how to adjust it. Then we moved the desk into the house, and this is what it looked like. Oh, wow. Say something. Doesn't that look good? Anyways, I thought it turned out great. It looks awesome. Now all I had to do was build a battle station. I know building a PC is much cheaper than buying a pre-built one, so that was the route I was gonna go, and I used user benchmark to find the best value parts, but I kept getting errors that were saying incompatibility issues, which kind of got me concerned that I was gonna end up with a part that wasn't compatible. But then I remembered YouTube exists. So I thought maybe there might be some good information on YouTube now. I found this channel called Scattervolt. This guy just buys a bunch of PC parts and makes a video with a full tutorial on how to put everything together. He then gives you links to all the parts so you can do the exact same thing. Originally, I was gonna go for his $1,500 PC because it is like nuclear submarine level specs, but he even said, this is way too much. You will never need this. So I ended up going for the $1,200 PC, which is still enough to do anything I need. So I bought all the parts: case, motherboard, processor, CPU fan, RAM, power supply, graphics card, and most importantly, this. I put together everything pretty easy. The only part that got complicated was the cables. The case fans had an extremely complicated setup for their wiring, which was confusing. So after a brief 2 hours, I was able to get the cables figured out. I wish I was joking. Also, I'm setting my goal for 2026 to get to 20,000 subscribers, so if you're into helping people, I'd super appreciate you hitting that button. Okay, it's literally been like an hour and a half maybe of just dealing with the spaghetti cable mess that's on the back side here. Trying to get all these put together, so I'm gonna organize those, but first I just need to test it, make sure I got it to work. Let's do it. Okay, I got it all buttoned up and I'm going to try and boot it up. I press this, the power should come on. Oh, gosh. That's the third time I've started that. Scattervolt also had a link for Windows 11 for like 20 bucks. That completed the whole PC. It was up and running. Just like to say, just like to comment, this sucked. It took so long. There's a lot of drivers that you have to get off the internet, and this doesn't have access to the internet until you install those drivers. Yeah, I know, that's as dumb as it sounds. We got it all figured out though. We got the internet working, and we're gonna go ahead and I think just try and get everything in place. Now I needed a monitor, and I actually found a Black Friday deal for a ultra-wide 34-inch curved monitor for $187. I thought was a steal. For the keyboard, my girlfriend had a special request. She wanted the super bubbly keyboards. After diving way too deep into keyboard world, if you know, you know, I literally bought the last Leobog Epomaker High 75. And then I bought the closest thing I could find to it in sound, which was the Leobog High 75. I bought us both a couple of keycaps, so that way we could have keyboards look exactly like what we wanted it to. And then I got another of my favorite mice, but in wireless. I've never ran a wireless mouse, but I really like this Red Dragon brand. It's super cheap, it works and lasts forever, and it has the 12 buttons on the side, which I really like using. And then I got her a different kind of mouse. Now, with the setup assembled, it was time to finally play a game. I honestly had no idea what to play. There's always so many options. So I figured some modded Minecraft would be a great option, especially if the mod was one of her favorite movies. Okay. Watch and learn. There you are, I see you. What's up? So WASD is how you move. We need to run up to a tree and hold down and break the wood. Yeah, nice wood breaking skills. Turns out she really enjoys video games, thankfully. So we played for a couple of hours and really enjoyed the new gaming room. All in all, total money spent $1,500 for everything we've done. And the game room is definitely not done. We can do a lot more. I need some decorations up on the walls, and I have a few other fun things planned, but I'm pretty happy. If you guys have any questions at all about anything I bought or anything like that, just let me know down below, and thanks so much for watching. Also, YouTube really thinks you'd like this video.